Hey folks, Machinery Pete here. You're looking at the Sobieskis from Berlin, Wisconsin. We've got Dick and Krista and their 4 children. We've got Lane on the far left, 12 years old, and Leighton, who's 7, daughter Lakeland, who's 5, and son Landon, who's 10. And you can see, obviously, a proud family of John Deere tractor owners. Beautiful line of green tractors there. I actually got to know Dick a little bit through email this past winter. We were corresponding. He got in touch with me and he kind of had a question. He was looking to maybe sell one of his tractors. 3 of his tractors, you can see on the far right there, that 4650. That's a 1984 model, mechanical front wheel drive with only 2,425 hours on it. And Dick also has John Deere 8100 two-wheel drive with just under 2,800 hours, and then a 1988 John Deere 4450 with 3,252 hours. And Dick was trying to figure out which tractor he might want to sell, and decision kind of came down to the planter he bought, which was a 16-row John Deere 7200. So he decided to maybe keep the 8100 and pull the planter behind that instead of the 4650. So Dick was thinking maybe time to sell the 4450. Now, one thing that maybe pushed further in that direction was he had seen the one that I'd kind of written about and did the YouTube video on here back on a March 9th, 2013 farm auction in southwest Minnesota, where this 1988 model 4450 with 2,612 hours sold for a new record high auction price of $70,750. And that was without the duals or weights. We threw those in and we were up to $73,950. And that tractor was bought by a guy from Tennessee, so he still had to pay to haul it back to Tennessee. So, over $76,000 in it. But kind of indicative of the rising values on real low-houred, good condition tractors here. So here you see Dick's 4450 that he thought he might want to sell. And this is a 1988 model. You can see mechanical front wheel drive, only 3,252 hours on it. Now Dick bought this tractor roughly a year ago from a retired ag teacher in Wisconsin who only had about 200 acres and just didn't use it much over the years. And when Dick bought it, he put on new tires, front and back. He put on new 18.442 radials on the rear and 14.928 radials on the front. And he also got a set of axle duals that were 70%, 7 front weights, 2 rear wheel weights. And so, Dick set out to sell this tractor, and he actually just did. He sold it privately for $64,000 to a buyer from Northwest North Dakota. And I posted a note on our Facebook page yesterday, our Machinery Pete Facebook page, and generated some interesting discussion. Northwest North Dakota, of course, is out in oil country in the basin there, where they're going great guns with all that oil money flowing around. So it seeped into farming a little bit there, and I've seen some pretty strong auction prices. And I guess just over the years I've noticed kind of out in the western Dakotas, North and South Dakota, Wyoming and Montana, really good condition low-hour tractors have always attracted a premium. So the buyer from Northwest North Dakota got this beautiful 4450 with only 3,252 hours for $64,000.